Hey folks, welcome back to another video. Today I'll be doing a in-depth look at the Dual-Lite Dynamo exit sign combo, so let's get started. So just looking around, you can see here that this sign is completely enclosed in a plastic housing. So this right here is a weatherproof hazardous location exit sign. So you can see that because it is completely enclosed, it's waterproof, so you could use this outside. Why would you need an exit sign outside? Well, perhaps I've seen a lot, like for example, a zoo, which is outside. You might need to direct people to an exit or like an outside seating area or a balcony or something. So that's what this could be used for. Also, perhaps a warehouse that processes hazardous chemicals or whatever. This would be better than a standard unit just because it is designed to be enclosed. So you can see here this sign has Spectron self-diagnostics. It does come with this data sheet here that tells you all of the stuff. So you can see here that's a stock picture of it. Inside of the box that it comes in, which is right here, this right here is the model DYNC SRW6. It comes with a mounting canopy which attaches to the top right there, and then it also comes with a bag of hardware including what looks like a gasket and some wiring and a mounting plate. So let's go ahead and open this up. So for this, you don't pry open any plastic snaps. You unscrew these 6 screws at the edges of the sign. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. So to remove the faceplate, once you've just removed all the screws, all you have to do is just lift up and then the whole faceplate comes off. So you can see this is the faceplate. It does have this plastic covering it, which I will remove later. I just kind of want to keep it clean for as long as possible. Inside of the sign, you can see here that that's the diffuser, which does look pretty good. And then it has this gasket all around so that way water does not get into the sign. Over here, there's not a whole lot inside of the actual exit sign portion. I think most of it is in here. You can see this is the LED board. So it has 4 red LEDs because this is a red sign. These are your knockouts for wall mounting. Obviously, you'd have to mount it on a weatherproof box for the entire enclosure to be weatherproof, and then you'd also have to seal it up. This is your AC connections. I believe that you use this for 120 and 277. It's a multi-voltage kind of thing. And yeah, that's that. So how do you knock out these arrows? Because this entire sign is enclosed. Well, to do that, you need a screwdriver once again, and you take out these 2 screws. And then because this entire sign, which I forgot to mention, this sign is cast aluminum. It's not plastic. So pretty good quality. But once again, you'd remove these screws and then you'd use a screwdriver or something, and then you just punch out those arrows. These arrows are permanent, so once you punch those out, you cannot put them back in. So for that reason, I'm not going to be punching out the arrows, but if you needed to punch them out, that's how you do it. So here's the sign after I took it out of the plastic housing. So you can see these are the arrows. This is a piece of sheet metal. I believe it's steel or aluminum. I don't know. So you can see this diffuser is just taped or glued into place with double-sided tape. So to remove the arrows, you just peel out that diffuser quickly, and then I would recommend putting the arrow that you want to remove over a roll of tape and then just punching it out with a flathead screwdriver and a screwdriver or a hammer. So next I'm going to open up the guts of the unit. So to open that and expose the battery and PCB, you just have to loosen these 4 screws. Lots of screws in this sign just because a snap together assembly is probably not the best for a weatherproof unit, so just remove those. So once you undo those screws, you can remove this entire assembly. Again, there's a gasket around it, and then there's this cable that connects the test button and LED. So just be mindful of that. So inside, you can see that it is a little compact, so you can't see too well, but there is a cable for the battery right here. So this just plugs into that, which I'll go ahead and do because it looks like a 2-hand job, but that's the battery right there, this little blue pack. And that is the circuit board. Also, I think it's worth noting that for every installation with this sign, you must use the canopy. So for the top mounting or ceiling mount, obviously you have to use the canopy, but also for wall mounting, if you want to have the weatherproof or NEMA installation, you have to use the canopy and the gaskets provided even when you're back mounting. So obviously for me, if I'm using this inside, probably not necessary. So I'm just gonna use it like a regular sign. But if you were installing this outside for an actual installation, you would have to use the canopy. So I have this sign wired to a cord now. You can see that the exit sign is lit. This sign is pretty bright, way brighter than a lot of the generics. Obviously, if you needed to punch out the arrows, you probably would have done that already. This is a interesting test button. It's covered in this squishy mesh kind of thing, obviously just for waterproofing purposes. So it has Spectron, so you just hit it once and it goes into test mode. These lamps are insanely bright. Doesn't really show on camera, and also of course the lamps are aimed to the side, but it is the same lamp heads or the same optics that are used on the EVHC, so that should say everything. I mean, these are quite bright. Wow, that is nice. So to adjust the lamps, like I said, you remove these guards with these 4 screws on the sides. I'm not going to do that just for the purpose of saving time, but whenever I do install this, I'll definitely adjust the heads, and obviously remove the plastic just for the sake of not looking stupid. So that's this sign. Like I said, you have to use the canopy. So for this, I just removed the top, but obviously you're going to have to use the canopy for an actual installation. So this is the sign in the dark. If we test it, it is bright, like I said. So a lot of the light is just going into the carpet because I haven't adjusted it. But if I actually aim it up a little bit, you'll see that this is pretty bright. And also, I haven't even charged it yet. So it gets way brighter once the battery is actually fully charged. But yeah, so that is the Dual-Lite Dynamo exit sign combo. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you in the next one.